Hey, what's up, UCLA Radio? I'm Shy. I'm here with Wendy from
Hi.
Playboy TV.
Hi.
So, could you tell us a little about what you do and how it is to be working with Playboy Enterprises?
I have the worst job ever. All day long, people come to me, take off their clothes, and ask me if they can be on TV. It's just miserable. No, actually, that's not true. What we're doing at Playboy TV is we're creating a whole new block of shows for couples to watch together. And so we're looking for stuff that men and women will enjoy, because the guys pretty much know what they will enjoy, but for women, it's a little bit trickier.
It's got to be a little bit more accessible.
Well, it's actually better quality shooting, better stories, real couples, real bodies, and contextual sex, which means just, because you can't compete with what's on free online.
Exactly.
So we decided to figure out, well, what's not online, and that is quality. We have 5 shows right now that are either in development or on the air, and I think a show that would be of particular interest to you guys would be Stash, which is a half-hour show where we take all the clips from the worst of adult movies, products, web videos, everything that no one else can air. We have Rachel Perry there, and we show everything we can. We can show anything, and hilarity ensues because there's some really bad stuff out there. I need to tell you.
Bloopers? Not even bloopers.
We do have bloopers. Oh my God, porn bloopers! You have not lived until you've seen porn bloopers. We had this thing where this girl's basically having sex with this guy, and out of nowhere, this giant oxygen tank comes in and bangs her on the head.
Oh my goodness. Where'd the oxygen tank come from?
I don't know, there was like a
Part of the
doctor
set?
scene. We have a girl who was having sex and literally started sinking into the sofa.
Oh my goodness.
We have the craziest stuff. Yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds like a
We have a
blast.
lot of little people porn. If it's funny and not dirty, we'll show it. If it's really, really dirty, we can't show it because it's just not funny. There's a
There's a
line
nice little
between-
threshold.
Yeah, it's kind of like if it's too raunchy or if women look like they're actually sort of in pain, it's not funny. So we only focus on what the funny parts are. And it's a lot of funny stuff in porn.
Especially with the slapstick, too. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
It
Oh
could
my
be
gosh.
endless.
But bad acting and bad
Yeah.
premises and the pizza boy and just one thing after another. It's never ending.
yeah.
And for the Stash, we have a ton of that. Celebrity Sex Tales, which is another show, actually is an animated show where, every day there's scandals on TV, TMZ, all the stars, people talking about gossip and rumors. We actually have the stars telling their own crazy hookup stories. And then we have animation to bring the stories to life. So we have straight from the source.
So what kind of animation is it? Like cartoon or
It's flash animation.
flash animation?
And we didn't have time to do cell animation, but it's really cool. We have this company called Gun Shop out of San Francisco. So we have uncensored animation with celebrities in it.
So you've got all these different great programs coming for TV for 2 on Playboy TV. Now, could you tell us a little bit about, because we were kind of broadcasting a bunch of students, a bunch of aspiring people, and for those of them out there who might be interested in going into the adult industry, and how is it getting into kind of more executive position and more of the business aspect of it? Because usually it's very typical when people associate the adult industry, you just think of going straight into the acting or the
Right,
modeling.
right.
You don't really see as much of the business and management end of it. So how is that, and what advice would you have for people who might be wanting to get into this?
Well, I think you have to get into it for a specific reason. If you're just getting into it to make a buck, anybody could do that. But I mean, Playboy brought me in because they were looking for someone who could develop shows that women would want to watch, shows that were higher quality with higher production values. I mean, we're bringing in major producers, and I mean, I worked on the Oprah show, I worked at NBC, I worked at Lifetime, I worked at a lot of places, but they're looking for someone who had my skill set, who could develop shows for the next generation. So if people want to get into the adult industry, I'm afraid a lot of people might want to get in because they think that they're just going to see hot naked girls all day. And yes, I do, but I don't really care about that. I'm in it because I want to create good shows and take it to the next level.
Because it's a big market too.
It's massive, but here's the thing. I think if people want to get into the adult industry, especially film students per se, or TV students, you have to have a specific goal because there's a ton of garbage. And so you want to think, well, maybe I want to create shows of high quality. Maybe I want to create shows for a certain niche market. Maybe I want to blow this up and create a whole new genre. I mean, you have to have a specific goal because if you just want to get in it to see naked people and dirty stuff, it's like
you're there for the wrong reasons.
they're for the wrong reasons. Have a goal and definitely, work that because there's a need for it. I mean, there's a need for diversity. There's a need for women, especially. Because porn is one of the few industries where women make more than men.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a very pro-female industry, believe it or not.
Absolutely. And I guess one last question, we'll just throw in a fun one. Have you been to the Playboy Mansion? How is it? And how, if there's people out there who might be wondering, like, what is the secret? What can you say to them, just as a final word, just for fun?
I have been to the Playboy Mansion, and actually, there's a trick to getting in. It's really simple. All you have to do is call the main number. Oh, hang on a second. I'm getting buzzed. I'll be right back.